So once again, as I said before, Talk Sports tweeted out 49ers fans make stunning Shedeur Sanders trade demand after major Brock Purdy setback. Talk Sports is a very credible source. They have 2.4 million followers.
You trade Shedeur Sanders. You clearly are not sold on him right now. You're not sold on the progress that he's making, even though you're publicly saying, hey, we're happy with where he's at.
I'm going to be livid if it goes down, by the way.
Another day, another Shedeur Sanders transfer rumor, and now it's the San Francisco 49ers making headlines. According to the sports outlet Talk Sports, Shedeur Sanders is officially on the radar of the 49ers after their starting quarterback Brock Purdy went down with an injury. 49ers fans are already demanding the team make a bold move and grab the rising star. And honestly, who's shocked? More and more teams are circling Shedeur Sanders like vultures. But with so many suitors chasing him, nobody knows if Sanders will actually end up with the 49ers or get scooped up by another team. Stick around, because this drama is only getting hotter.
I'm hearing Shedeur is not even running scout team. He's literally watching everyone play. Bailey Zappe's running the scout team. I don't know if that's true. That's what I'm hearing. Why is he on the team? Why is he even here? If that's what you think about, because his jersey is selling, the Haslam's don't need jersey money, do they?
These rumors might actually turn into reality after insider Rizzo reported that Shedeur Sanders isn't even running with the scout team during practice. Shockingly, Bailey Zappe, just an emergency quarterback, is getting scout team reps while Sanders is left out completely. That has people questioning if there's serious beef between Sanders and the front office or if the team is secretly preparing to trade him. Either way, rival teams are circling and watching this drama unfold closely. If the chance comes, teams won't think twice about going after Shedeur Sanders. But for now, it's all a waiting game as everyone watches for any hint of movement. And it's not just rival fans paying attention. Even Browns fans are sounding off, with many demanding the team cut ties with Shedeur Sanders altogether. They claim Cleveland's system is broken and would never give him the snaps he needs to actually grow into a starting quarterback. For fans who actually care about the future of their team, many believe keeping Sanders on the bench completely destroys the whole point of developing a young quarterback with superstar potential. The feeling is growing louder among fans that something has to change, whether it means Sanders stays with the Browns or takes off to another team. Kevin Stefanski finally spoke on the exploding trade rumors around Shedeur Sanders, admitting that sometimes teams just can't hang on to every player. Still, despite all the noise, the Browns are stubbornly standing their ground.
He tried to walk those comments back a little bit, but when he said, these are going to be tough decisions and you can't always keep everyone, right?
And then he tried making it.
Fans are also demanding change, convinced that only a fresh start with another team would finally let Shedeur Sanders unlock his full potential. The pressure is piling up on the Browns to make a decision, with the San Francisco 49ers now rising as the most talked about landing spot.
You trade Shedeur Sanders. You clearly are not sold on him right now. You're not sold on the progress that he's making, even though you're publicly saying, hey, we're happy with where he's at.
I'm going to be livid if it goes down, by the way.
The trade rumors around Shedeur Sanders aren't just tied to the 49ers. Speculation is heating up about a possible deal involving Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. After a rough start to the season with Tua choking under pressure and fumbling in key moments, fans are fed up and the calls for change are getting impossible to ignore. Teams across the NFL are circling Shedeur Sanders, and the spotlight is now on Miami to make a bold move. If the Dolphins want to land the rising star, they'll have to act fast before another team swoops in and steals him.
Dolphin fans are ready for a change under center after a dreadful start. They want Shedeur Sanders traded to the Dolphins. Should Miami make a new move, Ocho?
Despite all the reports swirling about a possible Shedeur Sanders trade, there's growing pushback inside the Browns organization against letting him go. Owner Jimmy Haslam is leading the charge, demanding Sanders finally get a real shot on the field. Haslam is personally stepping in, making it clear he wants Sanders to take control of the offense. Some reports even claim Haslam is ready to force the issue, and sports commentator Colin Cowherd has stirred the pot by saying Sanders could be starting as early as November. Colin Cowherd says it's only a matter of time before the Browns hit their breaking point. If the losses keep piling up, the heat on Kevin Stefanski and his coaching staff will be unbearable, leaving no choice but to make a change. That's when Shedeur Sanders is expected to take over, bringing the spark and energy the team has been missing. If he delivers, even in limited snaps, fans will immediately demand he be the full-time starter, and his name will dominate the headlines every single week. But for now, that scenario still feels far away for the Browns.
I tend to think by Thanksgiving, he'll just potentially be the best quarterback they have, and the fans will be clamoring for him because it's not a very good team and they'll be losing games.
Colin Cowherd went even further, claiming Browns ownership is fully behind Shedeur Sanders, viewing him as the future of the franchise and demanding he gets on the field. It's gotten to the point where management doesn't even want to talk about Sanders anymore, dodging the topic completely. On a recent podcast, Tommy Rees exposed that Kevin Stefanski is now deflecting all questions about Sanders, shifting the blame onto Rees by saying it was his call to keep Sanders off scout team reps, even though their emergency quarterback is the one getting those snaps.
I'd love to ask him. Now today is Stefanski's day to cop out, which I love.
Yes,
he's
he
smart.
gives the coordinator.
So smart.
Yeah.
Somebody better ask Tommy Rees whether Shedeur's running scout teamer.
The trade rumors around Shedeur Sanders keep heating up, with speculation about his future growing louder every day. After 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy went down with an injury, San Francisco has reportedly shown real interest in Sanders. 49ers fans are demanding their team pull the trigger, especially with multiple franchises now chasing the young star quarterback. Still, even though Sanders is the talk of the league, nobody knows if the 49ers or any other team will actually win the battle to land him. Adding more fuel to the fire, new reports suggest the Cleveland Browns are showing growing resistance to trading Shedeur Sanders. Despite constant rumors about his availability, team owner Jimmy Haslam has made it clear he views Sanders as the future face of the franchise. But here's the catch. While ownership is pushing hard for Sanders to finally take the field, the front office and coaching staff are dragging their feet, still refusing to hand him the starting job. The Browns' strategy seems to be easing Shedeur Sanders in slowly instead of throwing him on the field right away. But their recent decisions have fans questioning what's really going on. Sanders hasn't even been given scout team reps, which completely contradicts earlier reports about him having a bigger role with the team. As it stands now, Sanders could be stuck rotting on the bench all season unless a trade deal finally goes through. The Browns' refusal to deal with Shedeur Sanders' situation, combined with Kevin Stefanski's constant deflections, is only pouring gasoline on the fire. With the 49ers now jumping into the chase, it's becoming obvious that Sanders' future might be outside Cleveland and that a trade is looking more and more likely. The Browns keep dodging the Shedeur Sanders drama, and with the 49ers circling, a trade feels inevitable. Subscribe now for the latest updates.